Hello everybody, the Aesthetic DM back here again with another update. It's been quite a while since the previous one, but here with a new year and a new update. As you can see here, we're now over 10,000 views. Thank everyone so much again for continuing to check out the book, support it. Got more messages of people playing the book, trying it out with their groups and such, and it's been great. So this new update, it's pretty big. I'm gonna go by one, try a new little format with these updates to kind of go through really what changed, as before it was just saying what changed but not exactly what changed. So I'll be going through each one by one. Here we got the new on the changelog. So we got the new Arrancar class finally. Got a lot of messages about people wondering if Arrancar is going to be its own unique thing or maybe a new class. There was a one-on-one with a Patreon, Ben, who initially started the class, and we took a look at it together, worked on it together, and after a few tweaks that seemed to suit the book and where I would want the class to be, it got added to the book. That's the new update, biggest one. Then we got the updated and new hollow abilities to better match with the Arrancar, which you'll see momentarily. And also because the hollow ability section was lacking a little bit, so they got a few more abilities. Next we adjusted summon armament type. You'll see exactly what the changes was for that. Minor second nerf, that one we can skip over and I'll have to go over. It was just a nerf to how much AC, I believe, and how far back the pushback was. That just got toned down a little bit. Bankai got changed, which we'll go over later. Bow attributes wording changed to work better with Krieger. That one I won't have to go through. It's just before technically the wording only allowed it to be used with arrows and not the subclass. So that got changed. So the wording better matches up with being able to use for the subclass. So that's what that changes. Here we got the new Arrancar class. So right away, got some fluff, kind of tells you about the Arrancar, and then creating an Arrancar. So to create a PC Arrancar, you must first choose a beast from the monster manual approved by your DM as your base. Any racial abilities or actions are sealed, just how kind of they are in the anime or the manga. Once most Arrancar are some kind of like beast, Ulquiorra with a bat, Grimjaw with like a panther, and so on. So that's why it's kind of limited to a beast currently. And then any racial abilities or actions, when becoming a Arrancar, that kind of gets sealed away. And once they, activate the resurrection, they kind of go back to their primal hollow state, and that's when they get access to those abilities, which is what mimics here. Secondly, you apply the hollow template. So in the hollow section, there's a template. You apply that to the creature, and that is going to be your starting race and ability scores. Third, continue building your character as you normally would, giving it background, class levels, which normally would be a Arrancar. Finally, you and your GM must decide whether to play from that starting point and work your way up to the 16 hit die requirement to take Arrancar levels, or your GM provides you with enough hit die to start right away at first level Arrancar. So that's basically up to the DM and your group. So, if you want to start as little low-level Arrancar, roam around the wastelands of Hueco Mundo and battling other hollows and eating them, and maybe traversing into the human world, a little more dangerous, but maybe however you and your group wants to handle it. I should probably just leave it at that. So either you guys can do that, or the DM just gives you enough hit die to get all the way up to 16th level, and then you can just start taking levels into Arrancar. So basically that. So here we have the Arrancar physiology. It talks about all the hollow stuff, the stigma, the hollow hole, the mask fragment, there's Zombacto, other things that you would see that the hollows normally would have. So first level, Arrancar specialization and resurrection. So they get resurrection right away because that just, that's kind of like their Bankai, but they get it early on just because they can just turn back and revert to their hollow form basically right away as soon as they become a Arrancar. So that mimics that. And then at second level, they get hollow ability. Third, Arrancar specialization feature. Fourth, ability skill improvement. And 5, multi-attack. And it kind of just keeps repeating. 9th, indomitable. 13th, enhanced durability. 17 timeless body, and then a 20 epic boon. So if you look through this, it's pretty similar to the Shinigami, which is what the Arrancar is supposed to be kind of mirrors to, as it's stated in the manga and the anime. So that helps. So basically, if you put them side by side, they're pretty similar, just so they follow that out. So here's Resurrection, Hollow ability. I might do a dedicated breakdown of the class, but this is just to show you where it's currently at right now. Okay, next here we have the Hollow abilities. As you can see, there's quite a lot. There's about 6, 7, 8, 9 pages worth of Hollow abilities. Brand new here. They got the requirements. Some of them require SP cost. Some's got their own little action casting time that are slightly different. So we got all of that here to kind of show you what they got. So go ahead, give a look at those, take a look, and tell me what you think. And let me know in the comments if there's any kind of monster abilities or maybe some Hollow abilities from the manga show that you would like to see added to it. Go ahead, put it in the comments, or shoot me a message on Twitter or Discord. Whichever one is fine. So the next update is for Summon. Some of the initial wording got changed around. There's some playtesting. It's pretty strong. I've been having problems with Summon. Either it's really weak, really strong, and so far I can't find a good middle ground, which is what I'm trying to find. And honestly, if I can't find it by the time I'm done with everything and the book's ready to be, finished, I might remove it. So trying something new. So now here, let me go to it. Okay. So rearrange some of the wording and change it a little bit. So we'll go over it. You can't have more than one summon active at a time. Your weapon takes on the form of your summon in an occupied space you choose within range. As an action, you control what the summon does. In combat, it acts on your initiative. Your summon has a proficiency bonus equal to yours. Any abilities or attacks that deal damage is changed to your armament based damage. So before, it used to be that the summon would act independently of you but still obeys your commands. That got nerfed down to you need to spend your action to control your summon. And then any abilities or attacks that deal damage is changed to your armament based damage. So some summons have pretty good and strong attacks, like the Ooze, for example. I believe it does 2d6 bludgeoning and 2d6 poison damage. Right off the bat, that's 46 damage. It's a lot of damage. So now that got changed to basically your armament damage, just to nerf it just a bit. Hopefully not. This doesn't make it too. This isn't big enough where it makes it really useless and not great. They also got this section here behind that you may select Hollow abilities marked with an asterisk as summon abilities. The chosen abilities can only be used by your summon. So that means I cleaned up some of the summon, took some of the things out. I might change summon to be a little bit more different with the abilities. It's because I don't want to double up on stuff. So we'll go through these changes. Also, let me know what you think. And I hope to have summon balanced. But we'll see. Okay, now we're here at the Bankai change. So, let me see here. Where did I change it? Okay, so Bankai got changed as an action. You spend 4 spirit points. Before it was just for free. So that got added just because there's a few builds that have an abundance of SP that they aren't really spending. So just putting that up there. Technically a nerf, but as long as you manage your spare points enough, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's see here. I added the wording as Bankai. You can dismiss it as an action. I don't think I had any wording on how you do it. But your maximum and current hit points are doubled. You gain an additional armament type. You gain 4 additional non-Bankai armament abilities. You only have access to these additional abilities while in Bankai. I had to put non-Bankai because it was technically, the wording of like, oh, since it's Bankai, you can get Bankai abilities, and then there's a Bankai ability where it says you get 4 armaments. So basically, it means you can get a lot of armament types right away with that. So that wording just got changed. So you have 4 additional non-Bankai armament abilities, and then you gain 1 Bankai ability here. So just to clean up the wording exactly. And then I added this here at 15th level, and again at 20th level, you gain 2 armament abilities and 2 additional armament abilities that that are only available during Bankai. So you're getting 2 that you normally would get, they work like normal, and then 2 additional, but those are only able to be used during Bankai. So basically at 15-20 level, you get 4 armament abilities, but only 2 of them can be used while in Bankai. So that's a little bit of a nerf, but you got some additional armaments and a little bit of changes. So I'd say it's more of a change, really. But yeah, that's that. Okay, since we're doing pretty good on time, I'm just gonna go with the bow attribute. So let's see here. Let's see, what's a good? Oh, right here, like bursting arrow. It says that you imbue your attack with force energy drawn from the school of evocation. Before it would say you imbue your arrow, and then the energy detonates after you hit someone with an arrow. It got changed to the energy detonates after your attack. So that means you can use it with you know, the melee weapon that you would get if you would take the Krieger subclass. And some of them, most of them all got changed. Some of them that don't make sense, like curving arrow, that would still just only be able to use with an arrow. So I might need to add in a couple more bow attributes. I also want to maybe add some specific for the melee one, like the melee subclass. So if there's any bow attributes, any people that have been playing Quincy that's maybe it's missing that you want to add, let me know. See what I can do and add some new ones here. But that's basically a change with the bow attributes. Okay guys, well, that's all the new updates this time around. I hope everyone had a really good year. I had quite a busy one getting all these things taken care of. If you want to support me and the book here, please give the book a view, share it with all your friends and anyone that plays D&D or anime or watches anime and likes manga. You know, maybe they get convinced to play D&D. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the update and how your games have been going if you're playing the book here. I'd love to hear it. You can message me again, like I said, on Twitter or Discord. Either one is fine. I'll message back as soon as I can. If you have any questions on how to run certain things or you want to do certain things, let me know. The next update for the book would be cleaning up any things I missed, you know, wording or whatever. But they would be the final chapter, Chapter 8, Friends and Foes. I'll be doing a poll on my Patreon to see where we're going to start with this, with NPCs or enemies. So keep a lookout on for that. Another way to support me is to like this video, comment, share it, give me a subscribe if you want to keep up with the book. I'm going to try to post more videos regarding the book, maybe some just Bleach content as well. Not sure, there's a lot of channels that kind of just do it way better. But I might do some Bleach videos if it's in regards to the book and maybe some setting information. Let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see regarding the book or just Bleach in general, and I'll see what I can do regarding that. But like I said, if you do want to continue to support me even more, head on over to my Patreon link below. I got a lot of different tiers with a lot of different benefits. Even just the first tier, which is Seated Officer, you get access to the Patreon polls and see a lot of different posts about what's going on. I post a lot of early updates. Also towards the higher end tiers, people get one-on-one conversations, get access to some one-shots, a lot of stuff. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Now we're going to go to Patreon shoutouts before I forget. Patrons currently right now is we got Ben Wintle, Gianni Perez, and the man who wants to lick Luis's feet. I hate you, David. You're the worst. We also got a new Patreon sub, Tea Time. Tea Time, I know a message automatically gets sent out to you, so please respond because you got your perks that you need to cash in on, calling you out on the video. Thanks for the other Patreons that have subbed as well this month and last month. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys soon with another update. Thank you guys. Bye.